momentarily. If anybody's watching anyway. Go. Okay. So there's that. It's updated. Okay. Oh, chat's not gonna work that way. All right. We'll just have to go with what it is. And there. Alright, well, I wanted to have chat on screen, but that's not going to work. So, I'm going to. Come on. There. Now I can see chat and I can reply to people in chat if I need to. There. Alright. So, let's see. We went through some other stuff here. Let's see, where's my others? Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we have Springfield. Let's see. A lot of dots in Springfield. Alright, let's see if there's anything here that jumps out at me. Almost for you. Yeah, well, anyway. Let's go high to low, just to something different. Okay, so we got land, lots of land. I probably should have figured there's gonna be lots of land. Let's look. Oh, this one has a koi pond. Let's look at that. Got a nice castle look going there. The little, I think it's parapet. I don't remember the proper pronunciation. 4 bedrooms, 6 baths. You know, it's an expensive house if it's got more baths than it does bedrooms. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see, alright. Very nice looking. Get a pool. Pool probably costs as much as some people's rent every month to maintain. Nice area, yeah, big. Let's see. Almost looks familiar. I think I was looking at that area not too long ago. For land, not for land or houses. Of course, you're going to have a gate, you know. 4-car garage. It's a slate roof, I think. Don't deal with this into the market much, so that's very nice. It's very nice looking. Looks like out of a movie or something. You know, you walk up the spiraling stairs. Big beams up here. That's neat looking. Chandelier. Let's see. It's a nice area. It's very nice. Obviously, you know, it's obvious why it's so expensive. I mean, you know, it was not cheap to make it. I'm gonna guess. Yeah. See, there's that chandelier there, and then all of a sudden, magically, there's one over here they used AI to put chairs and stuff in here and didn't pay attention to the fact that it cloned. Oh, it cloned it. I look like it's cloned it twice. Because you've got. No, that's just once. There's that one. And then it changed the reflections on this one. It looks kind of weird over there. And then put another one over here. Yeah, because there's just one there. Not big on the polka dot wallpaper. Um, they have too many contrasting. You get this blue wallpaper, which I'm fine with the blue or the red. It was down to polka dots, but you have polka dots and you have the blue and the brown floor and the beams and everything, and I was like, anyway, I think you were on here last week. Uh, yeah, me too. We're supposed to start getting snowed at midnight tonight, and then it's supposed to snow into tomorrow morning, and then it's supposed to snow again starting tomorrow afternoon or something into late into the night. So yeah, it's uh, yeah, just waiting on that. And then next week is supposed to be maybe we'll get up to freezing or a little above all next week. Not like one day is gonna be warmer. It's like the whole week's gonna be freezing. Um, we're down here in southern Missouri, so it happens. Usually a couple weeks a year, 2, 3 weeks a year, we'll get that. But um, I mean, it's not polka dot. I'm still not a big fan of it. Some kind of little symbol on there. I mean, the rest of this stuff is nice. I like the blue. I just don't. I'm just not big on the red of the blue. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think. Let's see. If it hits us. Yeah, if it hits us tonight, I mean, Monday. No, probably Tuesday or Wednesdays when the storm will get you guys, or maybe sooner. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. Let's see the distortion. It's a really small dishwasher. And I know there's a name for that. I don't remember what that thing is. It's some kind of like warmer, or I don't know. It's just something like that. Um, oh, I see. It's intended to be like a little. Is that an 18-inch? It's hard to tell from the angle. Maybe a 21-inch. Anyway, it's nice looking. Wow, nice vaulted ceilings there. It's a nice bedroom. Big old bath. You can tell it was built a few years ago. There's lots of wallpaper. They don't seem to use wallpaper so much anymore. Nice shower. Problem with this colored tile and then that grayish um, grout is it tends to look like cruddy even if it's not cruddy because of the color. I would have went with something, I don't know, something different maybe. Let's see. And they've got some differences in the way the different bedrooms look, which is kind of nice. Look at high ceilings. I'm guessing that's probably just storage, but it reminds me of some sci-fi film or something. This long white hallway with these little bitty doors on the side, um, and then the industrial lights. Looks very sterile. Um, this is going to be the very upper attic space, and those are going to be little accesses into the because this is the roof, and if you can figure it, kind of either continues down at that angle, or maybe goes at a slightly shallower angle going out. There's going to be space there, and that's where they have access to whatever's in there or insulation or whatever. Um, So here's your nice little bathroom. It's a cheery little bathroom. Another cheery little. Is that just the same? Is that the same bathroom? Or is that a different bathroom? Let's see. We've got a doorway here. There's that. I think that's a different bathroom. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's a different bathroom. Uh, oh, that's cool. It kind of reminds me of the Venetian in Las Vegas. That's a really neat going through there and that uh, ceiling that looks like you're outside. That's cool. It's a very cheery, um, bright and open house. Let's see. You've got. Can't tell if that is some kind of pool or if that's this nice uh, railing there. Another bathroom. I like their wallpaper. That's a really nice house. Let's see. You've got stairs going down to the basement. Big old basement. Could have your bar in the basement. And your movie theater. I mean, it is 7,000 some odd square feet, so. Yeah, I'm guessing you pronounce that Shamix? Um, well, I think we've all been preoccupied by the weather, unless we're in like California or maybe Florida. I don't know. I haven't checked. I know Texas is worried. Um, because they're rich. Seriously, take a look at any of these houses that are like, at least around here, if they're over like 800,000 and 900,000, if they're like $1 million houses or whatever, these big huge houses, and for whatever reason, there's always more baths than there is, at least one more. Like there's 4 bedrooms, there's gonna be 5 baths, 6 baths, 7 baths. Because I don't know, I really don't. It's like, maybe if I went and walked this place, I'd be like, oh, I understand. You have to go all the way over there, to go to the bath, and so we want to put one here, so you don't have to go quite so far. That would make sense, I guess. Um, and that's another thing, like in the basement, like I understand the movie theater. That's kind of neat. I mean, if I had a big house, I'd have a movie theater or something like that, just because it'd be kind of neat to have. Um, but like a little table tennis, pool table. Let's see, and another bathroom. That one looks like that one hasn't necessarily been updated in a minute. It still looks nice, but looks like they bought this. They brought this out like a bar or something, like an old bar. You got your thing there. This is what you do if you have lots of money. Oh, look, there's a hole in the wall. Luckily, it's in that bathroom downstairs nobody uses. Um, yeah, I mean, oh, there's the pool. That's a very nice pool. I'm still wondering what that green area on that one patio was. I think it's just decorative. Let's see. Yeah, I'd rather play pool than table tennis. Maybe some foosball, but my preference is pool. Let's see. Or computer games. I like computer games. That's a very nice pool. Around here it's fine. I mean, you could probably use it about, probably depending on the weather, probably if it's heated, you could probably use it like 6 or 7 months a year, maybe even more. But if it's not heated, probably about four once a year, maybe. Got a nice little pond there. Yes, that is a nice pool. Not the fanciest ones I've seen. At least not around here. I've seen some stuff on like TV and YouTube videos and stuff. It's nice. Got a little kitchen. They even have. I know that's nice. They even have a little soda fountain there. You can hook the soda up. And of course, then there's a bathroom right there. That's one of your bathrooms is going to be out by the in the pool house. I'm guessing there's a pool house around there. But yeah, that's a nice pool and a nice little uh, pond garden thing there. Of course, you gotta have a jacuzzi. You gotta have a pool without a jacuzzi. You know, all this stuff costs money to maintain, though. I mean, I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, I think you can see that. It's almost $2.5 million, 7,800 square feet, 4 beds, 6 baths. Um, Here we'll finish the pictures and I'll look. Let's see. It's at least a little bit because like 5 acres. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, that's the one nice thing is like if you want to put the time and effort in, I mean it does cost some, but you can build one of these little pond things, um, decorative, whatever they are. It includes this. I'm guessing that's maybe horse stables or something. Actually, it would be horse stables because this thing here, see the little arms? You can put the horses out and then they run around and they do training and stuff. So that's gonna be, or oh no, it's not. Well, maybe some stables on one end, but yeah, they definitely had horses. That's what you do when you have a $2.5 million house. You have horses and ranch hands and stuff. But so it's there. The house is here. There's your driveway. Um, I'm not sure exactly what that is. This is another piece of land. I think their stuff goes like over here. They may go all the way over there. Let's see. Okay, so back to listing. If we go back to the listing, it is 14 acres. Okay, so you're probably looking at. Let me go back to those last photos. There was one. Here it is. So you're probably looking at. Yeah, that's probably roughly about 14 acres. It might go over this way a little ways, um, but I don't know. I could probably check. But and that's in Springfield. Let's see. Where's the map show? I've got the map. Okay, there's the map. Yeah, this is in Springfield. I'm certain I was looking. I was looking around here at lots. Um, I know a number of people who build houses and stuff here in Springfield, and they're looking for lots to build on. And let's see, we zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so it's here. Let me see if I can bring up. Oh, it's easier. Let's see. Let's see, map search. Okay, so division. So that's Chestnut Sunshine. It's going to be over in this area. I'll show you a little. Let's see. That's. Oh, okay. Well, I say it's in Springfield. It's on the edge of Springfield, so it might not technically be in Springfield. So it's 65. That's going to be over here. Where we go? River tracks. so it's, oh, that's right, it's this way. Alright. It's going to be right here. Alright. Oh, nice little wet weather that goes through there. Okay, so they're here. Okay, so they don't have this over here. They just have this here. It looks like. Oh, let's move that off of there. I mean, not that people couldn't just look it up, but I'd rather not just put it on on the internet there. Okay, so it's just this rectangle here, and so it stops there. I thought it went on over there. So if we're looking at that here, uh, hey Melissa, um, and if I'm digging into stuff and you're like bored out of your gourd what I'm looking at, just let me know. I'm happy to look at something else. Okay, so which means that this is not their land over here. This is these people's. It's just this kind of roughly square here. I tell you, I'm not the best at looking at a picture and going, oh, that's this many acres. That's what I have, you know, tools and things to tell me, or I look it up. I go over here. But yeah, so that's what you're buying right here. It looks like if it if it rains a lot, you may have to drive through some water to get in and out of your property there. But yeah, so they got horses. They got plenty of land around here for the horses. There's a little twirly thing for the horses. Anyway, that's kind of neat. Um, Something I'd like to do is if anybody wants me to look at Zillow wherever, I don't really care. Just if you want to suggest a city, uh, we can go look at houses in that city. Um, and usually, a lot of times, not that they're boring, but they're just not as interesting. I mean, they're neat. I mean, it's like, oh, that would be cool to have a house like that kind of thing. But let's see. Is this still on the market? I think that's a. I'm trying to remember if that's a strip mall kind of thing or if that was a kind of industrial looking um, like apartment building. Um, so this, I think I mentioned last week. If you see this, and it's like, why is this 1,490,000? Well, it's 1,490,000 because it's not for this. It's for like 10, 12 houses or 7 houses or whatever. Oh, Wimberley, Texas. Okay, we'll try Wimberley, Texas. See if I can just copy that. All right, paste. Also, right now I know nothing about Wimberley, Texas. Until 30 seconds ago, I didn't even know it was a thing. Let's see. All right, let's start with the low end. Okay, so you're going to get land if you're looking at the low end, the low end. It's lots, 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 lots of lots, lots of lots. 45,000. That's not. I don't know if that's a good price or not. That's not. Depending on where it's at, that's the biggest thing with lots is location and then how buildable they are um, is the second part, or if there's a house on it that can be used. But buildable, and then if it's outside town, the type of soil, because you don't have the wrong type of soil and if you're outside town, because then you can't put in a septic, and then it basically makes it unbuildable, or it makes it really expensive to build there. Really? Okay, so we're up to 200,000, and we haven't gotten out of the land yet. Let's see, 209. I did say for sale type. Oh, okay, let's just do this. Let's just take out that one. Unless you guys want to talk about lots, then. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. So you're close to Austin. Oh, got some friends that live down there. This does not surprise me. 235,000, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. You know, that is not too far off. Wow, 252 days on Zillow. That is not too far off um, where that would be priced here. You don't really see a lot of 3 baths. Usually it's 3 bedroom, 2 bath at this 1,500-ish square feet. Well, let's look and see why it's been sitting there for 252 days. Price was cut 15,000. Well, that's part of the reason it was. Oh, thank you, Side Rider. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy me introducing you all to interesting houses. Let's see. Okay, so we've got built in 1978, 155 square foot, minimal HOA, smallish lot. Okay. On the bluff reviews and smallish. Huh. That's interesting. It just seems odd that it's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's priced a little bit high. Let's look at it a little more. I like that little trees in the front. It looks like it's not gonna grow up and become a problem. You've got the rock siding, and then I need to look up what that's called. Metal roof. That's nice. Tree. Wait, wasn't I just looking at the front? Or is that the? Oh, that's the back. Wait, did they? Why didn't you show the? Why is the? Or is that the? I don't know. Okay, let's figure that out. Looks like this is the front though. You've got. That looks like that's next door. You just park there in front of the house. The tree's okay. So outside is a bit meh. Um, but inside, you know, it looks nice. Let's see. You got your fireplace there. This is super handy here when you know you get all that ice that you guys are gonna get. Okay, so it looks like it's a split level. Maybe it looks like that's the front door, and then it's got a split level, which is not everybody's cup of tea. Well, welcome, Kate. I'm glad you're here. It looks like Wood Creek. Is that like a location near you, Melissa, or is that um, like a style or something? This is nice views. Let's see. That's weird. Kind of went outside, inside, outside. Let's see. You know, you got bath. I'm not huge on that. Let's see. Oh, and you've got damage to the mirror here. This is definitely built. I bet you it's built in like the 80s or something. Um, that's kind of neat. Somebody, I don't know, somebody painted those or they got them that way. That's kind of neat. Let's see. Air conditioner. Okay, you're in Texas. You need actual air conditioning. There's definitely some small things that I'm seeing. Like one, there's the air conditioner. Of course, this may have been an add-on, and whatever. And it's probably on slab. Um, slab on grade is more than likely. Let's see. Although there was a downstairs, so maybe not. Does different rooms have their own? I don't know. I'm kind of confused if I'm seeing the same thing, same bedrooms again, or different. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. It probably is. I think it said something about a community. So, all right. Well, when we get through, I'll go back and look at the kitchen, and we can look at what works in the kitchen. I don't know. Maybe in person that would look better. I don't know. That lighting looks weird. Um, that's got to be different. Yeah, that's different bedrooms. They each have their own air conditioner, which I guess kind of works. Um, okay, so it's Texas, so you're not going to have a great, nice grass backyard unless you spend your money on grass. Um, it's a small backyard, but you were kind of expecting that. Um, there's your deck, and you get the view. Yeah, so you come in the front, and then there's a downstairs and the upstairs, so it's a split level. Oh, zero lot lines. Not a fan. Really not a fan of zero lot lines. Give me at least 5 feet on either side of the house. Uh, I mean, it works. I mean, it's fine. I think this would make, if you get it for the right price, I think this would make a really nice rental. Assuming you can rent in that. If it's an HOA, you may not be able to rent in that area. Let's see. All right. So, okay. So, what is this then? Because this looks like the front of the house, and then this looks like the front of the house. I'm confused. Oh wait, there's green there. And we know there's no side. We already saw the back. I'm confused. Maybe this is just like a little something in front of the actual front of the house? I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Because you got this green here. It almost looks like there's this, which is not the house. It's just like a shed in the front. Huh. Weird. All right. Let's see if we can get a better look. Okay, so it's a nice kitchen. You got your light up here. Looks like it's missing a diffusion panel or something in that light. But you got nice cabinets. You've got decent looking countertops. Looks like no, that's still there. They've got the little piece that sticks on there. Uh, and you got a little closet there. Um, well, Melissa, things like that where I can't figure out what's going on will bug me until I come up with a plausible explanation. Yeah, I definitely like that because you got that. So your sink's here, your fridge over there, then the stove is down the other direction, and you can be doing stuff there and talking to people out there. I like that kind of pass through between the kitchen and the living room. And I wish they had two pictures out here because you just get the one picture. But I'd like to have uh, be able to see what the rest of the view looks. I mean, that's kind of one of the things is there's a view there. Let's see. All right, so 0 lot lines on the sides. Considered a townhouse. Let's see. Oh, okay. Winter residence, rental income property, exit year-round home. So this could be like an Airbnb maybe, or something like that. Okay. So let's look at. Let's just ask Google here real quick. Now watch Google not tell us anything. What is? Okay, that is obviously not the house we're looking for. Okay. Okay, so there it is. All right, so let's zoom in. Yeah, that's different. So you have a gatehouse basically. Um, and I mean that's what it looks like. Looks like kind of like a gatehouse, I guess. And you go in through here, and then there's the front of your house back over here. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So then here's next door. Looks like they need to paint the roof, I guess. So this is right next door. And that's the next one over. And if we go this way, this is on the other side. And then allergies are killing me. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see. Yeah, I could definitely need some work. Let's see. There's across the street. And then some trees. So you don't have a ton of people that are right there, but except for literally next door. So you do have. Or maybe you come in here and go over there? No, I think this is it. Because I think this is one neighbor over here, and this is the other neighbor over there. Okay. So I'll just get rid of that. Okay. Well, so, oh man. Here, let's look at that deck real quick again. Deck. Okay. Get a better look at the deck. There's, there's, that's weird. Huh, this picture, it looks like there's something there, but in this picture it doesn't. Oh, I don't think, yeah, no, I can't make that any bigger. I mean, it looks like it's probably just older. You'd want it to be inspected to see if it's got any issues. Yeah, so you got air conditioner. So it looks like the downstairs has a couple different bedrooms, and each have their own air conditioner. I don't know, that might work. I mean, as a rental, it's fine. Um, let's see. All right, so it's too bad this isn't what you see when you pull up. You see this instead. I mean, this is fine, but this just kind of looks neat. Um, so I don't have the ability to pull up stuff there like I can here, but let's look at. Okay, so wait, why is this 235? So it was 250, which is a bit on the high side. So maybe they had it at 250 for most of that time, and they're finally bringing the price down, and maybe they'll go ahead and sell. Problem with pricing it higher is you lose that initial interest, um, and then a couple weeks or a couple months later, when you drop the price, people have moved on, and they because it's been on the market so long, they don't tend to look at it because they're like, they don't look and go, oh, it was 250, now it's 235. Let me take a look at it now that it's 235. They just it automatically in their mind like it's worth less because it's been on the market longer. So, which if it's wintertime, sometimes that's not as that really isn't as important. People still make it important, but it's not as important. Okay, so similar size house, 1,568 square feet, but it's only a 2 bedroom, 2 bath instead of a. Oh no, sorry. Oops, I was wrong there. The lot is similar to the size of the previous house. Another dinky lot. Okay, so 1,100 square feet roughly, um, which puts the price per square foot quite a bit higher. And Wood Creek, is that what you said? Yeah, Wood Creek, Wood Creek North. 2 2 is perfect size for a young couple or retirees looking. Is this like told the whole thing? Is it like a retirement community, Melissa? Wimberley? Is it like a retirement community for people who live in Austin? Oh, all right. So this one's 106 days. Yeah, I think we have another. Let's come back to this in a minute. I want to look at a couple more. So it just keeps going up from there. You would think with the lack of options that are less than what these two are costing, um, you would have these would sell, but obviously the price is still too high for the people in the area. And also, these are being marketed to investors. I noticed in the listing or marketing notes, um, these are both being kind of marketed to investors, and investors are like, no, it's too it's too expensive. You're asking too much for my return on that. So let's see. This one price cut 20,000. So this 3 bedroom, 3 bath, smaller than the other one, but not a split level. It's a townhouse, which makes it look like maybe only half of that is the actual unit. Adjacent to Jacobsville Natural Area, just 2 miles from downtown Wimberley. I mean, these descriptions make sound like a really nice place to go. I mean, lots of nature and stuff. I'm sure it bakes in the summertime. I used to live in San Antonio, so. City back patio. With highly desirable location in Wimberley School District. 3 generously bedrooms. Oh, okay. So it has 2 HVAC units, but it's 1 unit. Okay. I saw the 2 HVAC, and I'm like, is it just 1 unit or 2 units? Um, it surprises me that stuff is moving this slowly. Maybe it's just because there just isn't much there, and people don't want to pay what they're asking. All right. So um, it stands out a little bit because it's full 2 stories. Places next door are similar but aren't as tall. Let's look at. Where's my little? Wait a second. Let me click on that. So they are definitely going. This looks like the LVP that looks like tile. It's nice enough. Got your neutral colors. I like the neutral stone. Um, nice size or nice backyard area, but it looks like you're sharing it with your neighbors. So, I mean, at least you have space that you can use, whether that's not really your space. Um, so decent looking kitchen. I think that's quartz, like the less expensive kind of neutral looking quartz. Let's see. So, I mean, it's kind of bland. I mean, it's nice. It's just nothing. It's very inoffensive. Um, I should have touched that up there. But you got a nice view out the back. You don't have anybody right behind you. It looks like maybe there's some kind of HOA thing. Maybe there's a pool in there. I don't know. This looks like actual tile, not that um, fake tile paneling. Dryer. I mean, it's all very nice. Um, that's interesting. Looks like they're all built together there. This one's built full two-story, and then the other one's the front isn't built as tall. That's interesting. So basically zero lot lines. Yeah, basically. So either it was built different than the other two, or somebody did some major renovations and extended that out. But I'd say they're probably built that way. So yeah, so it's 153 days on the market. And that was, let's see, 20,000 off. This one has new flooring. Price has not been dropped, but it has new flooring. It's only $228 a square foot, built 1978. Let's buzz through this one. Okay, so nice enough looking. Looks similar. Looks like that. Yeah, the size of the pieces look at that tile look. Let's see. Okay, so this is an end unit. So maybe a little smaller. Oh, for a second there I thought there was the door. It still looks a little cramped. Yes, all these you're pretty much sharing walls with people. I mean, even if it's a double wall, you're still sharing walls. And maybe that's part of the reason that, because it's basically, I mean, you're sharing at least one wall, if not two walls, with your neighbors. And it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to buy a place like to live in and be sharing walls. I mean, I guess this one's the least at least offensive one, um, just because you're only sharing one wall. But I mean, at least you don't have window air conditioners, so there's that. This is obviously been there a minute. I mean, it's still in good condition, but it's been there a minute. You know, they definitely look like they're all getting marketed as rentals, but I guess there's room there. It's a little cramped, but not too bad. Let's see. Deck. Look at the back there. Decent sized closet. That's a nicely redone bathroom. So the other bathroom hasn't been redone, but that one has. That's nice enough looking. Nice little deck. That's very Texas looking. Those trees and everything. Very Texas. All right. Let's see. Well, there's not. I mean, unless you want to look at more expensive houses, there's not a whole lot to look at here. Wait, is that a? Is that a trailer? Trailer for sale or rent. Let's see. No HOA. It's a third of an acre. Built in 2003. Manufactured home. Spacious manufactured home in Wimberley. This charming home is 2,128 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. Enjoy multiple living areas, perfect for family gatherings and entertaining. The master bath boasts a relaxing garden tub. Additional hides include a storage shed and a large fenced yard, ideal for outdoor activities and pets. It's close to downtown Wimberley, offering easy access to local amenities. Don't miss this fantastic opportunity. Only 74 days. All right, well, let's look at this real quick because, it's a trailer and they want $305,000 for it. That seems a bit much, but, And I don't think that's popcorn. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's in decent enough condition. A couple closets, I'm guessing. And there's the bath. Okay. There aren't any fixer-uppers in Wimberley. Um, but if you've got a location for me to look for some fixer-uppers, I'm all ears. Let's see. Okay. Well, there wasn't much. Didn't show much. Oh, that was going to be more interesting than that. All right. Um, yeah, the fixer-uppers would be up here, and the cheapest thing is 235. The only thing cheaper than that is land. Let's see. Um, let's zoom out here and see what do we got. No, 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 no. Let's see if we go. Let's go down to San Antonio. I'm trying to think where's. Actually, let's just do the whole area. Let's just look at San Antonio. San Antonio. Let me go. Let's see. Okay. Sometimes it makes you go, okay, so is that not in San Antonio? Like these little sections here, there's not in San Antonio. I guess they're their own, like Alamo Heights, they're their own little thing. Um, San Antonio's just kind of went around and just like, I'm going to take all of this that you haven't taken yet. All right. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, homes available soon. Homes available soon. Homes available soon. Yeah, we don't care. Come on. Where's the actual? $1 plus. Obviously, this house is not $2,000. What kind of game are they playing? Let's see. 2000. Spacious and charming. Did somebody mistype something? Because it's obviously not two. There's no way this has $2,000. Yeah, definitely possible. Of course, some of that is just the media yapping and trying to get people to watch them talk. Um, all right, so this looks nice. We're just gonna assume that it's 200,000. Let's see. And they actually have grass. Um, not sure what's going on there. Somebody paint those with. It looks like almost the glossiness, that kind of sheen, almost looks like automotive paint. I could be wrong. Definitely needs some work. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody spent some time on there. Okay. Oh, hey, there's your naughty pine. I swear, it just keeps coming back. It's like a bad penny. Everywhere I go, there's naughty pine. Oh, that naughty pine is not as naughty. I'm glad you like it, Wayne. Let's see. Get your built-ins. Is that wait? Is that the bedroom? Oh, that's the dining room. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Mm, I bet that was the thing at some point. But yeah. It's still in good condition. It's just, what you could do with this. This and the tub. It would cost a couple bucks. But if you took the grab bar out, um, you could go in and you could actually, I don't know if I'd do white or black or something else, but you could um, re-enamel. I mean, even though it's in decent condition, like the tub and all the tile on the wall. I think you could even, like, if you cleaned up the tile on the floor, you could probably do it there too. But you could change this to a different color, and you'd still have this really nice tile, but it would be, a white or something else. I mean, I don't know how many colors they offer, and I know they do white, and I'm guessing they probably do black, but I don't know if they do other ones. But that would be something. It would cost you a couple bucks, but like you can pull this vanity out and the toilet out and everything, and just all this stuff, and then just re-enamel. I think that's what it's called. But it's this coating that goes over it, and you could turn it a different color. Oh, you like the bathroom? I mean it. Let me see here. I don't have a issue with the bathroom per se. I mean, I replaced this mirror and stuff. I mean, the tile is still in good condition. You got like nice little details there. Um, I'm just I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. I've seen worse colors. Um, but if you were going to update it, um,
Come on, Tig.
and kind of make it more modern or whatever. Um, okay. I mean, it's like the Naughty Pine. Um, there's people that love it. There's people that are like, and there's people that hate it. Um, like I said, this is not bad. Um, I'm just not really a fan of pastels. Even if you didn't do the tile on the wall, um, I would probably at least do the tub. That's kind of a older color. Let's see. Oh, it does. It definitely looks vintage. Even if you didn't do anything else to it, I would clean out all the grout or the around especially around the tub and stuff. And I would clean all your grout and then touch up any grout that need to be grouted. Um, yes, the tub. I think the tub looked off when they put the tile in or the tub in. Let's see. Let's see. So Christopher, let's see. When you see an old round fuse box, what should I look for? Whether it has to be updated now or later? Okay, so the thing to remember about fuse boxes is, in general, in general, um, if they look like they're in good condition, like they're not rusted, they don't look neglected. Um, they're okay, and in a lot of places, I'm not sure about everywhere, but in a lot of places, they're still to code. So there's nothing wrong with fuse boxes. Fuse boxes are actually technically, um, and this is what my electrician told me, they're technically safer than a breaker, because if you do something that causes the fuse to uh, fuse, then um, it's done until you put one in there. The problem is that people would keep blowing fuses because they're trying to do more than the fuse box is capable of doing. So it's like a 50 amp or 100 amp, and they're trying to run too much through it, and they got tired of it, and so instead of replacing the fuse, they would put a penny in the socket and then twist in the fuse, and then it just, there's no safety there. So you can replace a fuse box with a breaker box, and especially a good idea if you're upgrading the electric anyway. Just going ahead and spend the extra, few $100s. Generally, I mean, it could be more than that in your area. It could be $1,000 in your area, but replace the fuse box with a breaker box if you're upgrading the electric anyway, because more than likely, if you have a fuse box, it's only at most 100 amps, and all this modern stuff we plug in, you a lot of times need 200 amps. Not always, but a lot of times you do need 200 amps to run all of our modern stuff. So I hope that helps. Um, if if I was going to buy a place and I was just going to live there myself, um, I would and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money. I'd probably just, if the fuse box was working, everything, you had all new fuses in there that were working, which is one other thing I'd definitely check, is I'd pull all the fuses out and make sure there's no pennies in there. And I would put the new, make sure you had good fuses on all the fuses. Um, and yes, fires are terrifying. Um, but I mean, the biggest thing with any electrical is, if you're going to buy a place, have it inspected, have an electrician look at the fuse box or the breaker box and see. I guess that should have started with that. The first thing you want to do is have somebody who knows what they're looking at look at it. Um, and a good electrician will tell you, oh, this fuse box is fine, or no, you really need to upgrade it because of this reason. So that's the most important thing. Um, is that I don't know, Christopher. I don't know if you have other um, like. I don't know if you're asking because you're thinking about buying houses for like renting or whatever, or if you're just thinking buying a house for yourself. But feel free to reach out to me. Sorry about the barking. My wife just let the dogs out, and George is very barky. Um, so yeah. Anyway, anybody that's interested in knowing more, feel free to reach out to me at my email address, which in the description of the videos. I don't know if it's in this one, but in the description of a lot of the videos, or I'll pin there's a link to my Google, or you can just Google Jed Ratliff, um, and my email address and stuff is right there, and you can reach out to me and say, hey, I'm wanting to do X, Y, Z, and I'll let you know if I can help you or I can point you in the right direction, that kind of thing. Sorry, I tend to overshare a little bit on things. You're very welcome, Christopher. All right, so let's see. Did we get? I think we got through. No, we didn't get through. Oh, we stopped right there. Oh, that's an older fan. The contrast of this with this is interesting. Yeah, color, not so much. Um, so I mean, this isn't bad. I like I said. Oh, okay. How about this color? Let's get a let's get the answers going. How do you like the pale yellow and green tile? What does everybody think? Let's see what else we're looking at. And they actually that sink's kind of neat. It needs to be cleaned up or whatever, but that's kind of scalloped almost looking. It's kind of neat. That's different. I'm not sure why that doorway comes in kind of. Oh no, that's the shower. Okay, I thought that was a doorway. That's the shower. Let's see. You have a little built-in vanity thing there. Okay, we have one fan of the yellow. Let's see. Isn't that the same picture? Okay, we have some fans of the yellow and some not so fans of the yellow. That's not a bad little fence there too. I wonder how much they want for it because it says 2,000. Obviously, it's not $2,000. It's got to at least be 200,000. All right, so let's go on up and see what's next. Oh, that says 3,000. Wait a second. Let me look at. Was there anything in here that indicated that it was literally $2,000? Because if nobody's bought it and it's $2,000, what? Why wouldn't you? I mean, $2,000 is it on a sinkhole? Like, what's wrong with it? Cleanliness and danger. that that sounds like something that should be on a T-shirt or something. Area of cleanliness and danger. Thanks. All right, let's skip on up here and see if there's. Okay, so, wait, didn't I say no land? Or just I just automatically. Okay, yeah, no land. I don't remember how to do the no $0. I'll just scroll past those. Okay, so what? Okay, how is this? There's no way that somebody's selling a condo for $10,000. Oh, well, I hope you're not renting that for $10,000. We can look at them anyway. They're still interesting to look at. Too bad. 870 square feet. Oh, call for lease or buy option. Okay. All right. Let's. I don't know. Let's look I may write that down and put cleanliness and danger on a on a T-shirt. Hey, it comes with the pool. That's a really nice pool. Okay. All right. Okay, that may be the reason. Yeah. Let's see. So we got 15. We have. Okay, that's probably a trailer. No HOA. Dinky lot. Is it in a trailer park? It's in a quiet mobile home community. Does need a little bit. Booked in advance. There is a parking van for 2 vehicles. So for sale as is. I mean, I understand it's in a mobile home park. It does not mention lot rent. Um, I don't know. If I lived in that area, um, yes, wait. I'll go back and look at that one in a minute here. I just want to talk about this real quick. If I lived in this area and I was looking for something I could buy and rent, I mean, unless there's like some restriction where you can't rent this or something, or I don't know why there would be. It's older, but I mean, as far as and you need to fix some paint and stuff, there, I'd get rid of the black. Um, it's not in great condition, but it's in looks like livable condition. So this would make sense. Let's see, Crestway Drive. Well, I mean, it's old. It's just built in. So something if it's too old, you can't insure it anymore. I actually just found this out. And you can't insure it anymore if it's too old, which means that like if somebody bought it for 18,000 and it burnt down, um, then you're just out because they're not going to insure it. Uh, but I mean, if you could get insurance on it, and the lot like there wasn't lot rent or lot rent wasn't too ridiculous, I mean, you could probably rent this for I don't even know down there $1,500, $1,200 a month, maybe more. I don't know. We could look at what rents are. Let me go back to where was there's okay. There's 10,000. Oh, Jesus, $2,338 a month HOA. So that's if we do. I don't know if you. I don't think you guys can see this if I pop. No, you can't see it. Okay. $2,338 times 12 months would be $28,000 a year to live there. Just to live there. No wonder it's $10,000. It costs $28,000 a year to live there. So if you lived there for if you lived there for 10 years, you're paying $280,000 to live there for 10 years. Jeez. Frank Wolf. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying, Anon. Um, see, in Florida, there are so many trailers, retired people that sell their homes cheap. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. That could be it. But yeah, on this one, the condo, um, yeah, it's like $28,000 a year to live there. No wonder they're only charging $10,000. I mean, they basically could give it away for free and then you're still paying $28,000 a year to live there. You coming back, Piggy? Oh, you have fun outside. You have fun outside. Um, yes, that's why it's $10,000. All right, so we got that one. Towers Park Lane. I think this was Towers Park Lane. Okay, let's try and get to something that's not. That looks like that's probably a trailer. Let's see, trailer. Towers Park. Towers Park. Can we look at something that's not a trailer or Towers Park? Let's see. Recently painted exterior. What? Wait, what is this? Is this a house?
God damn it, George.
I have no idea what. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Is that a business? Is that a I don't know. Whatever. Um, yeah, not being able to move. Um, yeah, it's less than ideal. Well, that's probably an understatement. All right, let's look at this one. Maybe this is not a trailer, and oh, okay, yeah, not a trailer. So yeah, we got crappy out front. Concrete's seen better days. Let's see. Oof, lots of trash. Cracks in the walls. Yeah, this looks like a full gut. And, yeah. Okay.
You're a good boy.
Yeah.
You're a good boy.
Yeah.
You're not taking anything to this boy.
Yes, manufactured homes on land can be a good buy.
Yeah.
Um, that is true.
Stop looking.
Let's see. Okay, so back to listing. So this is 40,000. It's in San Antonio.
No way.
Not a huge lot, but a okay sized lot. Let's see. There's an ongoing federal lawsuit about a municipal demolition order on the property. That's not great. As mentioned, the city has flagged the property and no prints can be pulled or work commenced. Sounds like a lot of liability. Why would you want to buy it? And it looks like it would be a reasonable. I don't know if I'd mention buy it for 40,000, but maybe a little less than that. But you've got that hanging over the federal lawsuit, hanging over you. So I don't know. Maybe it's too close to 90 or something. All right. Let's see. What did he give me? Yeah, yeah, that's true. And okay, so another trailer, and then we have this place. This hasn't been on Zillow for very long. Looks like a fixer. Let's see. I'm gonna guess that this probably gonna be in a certain part of town.
Go to bed.
It's almost like a little shotgun house. No, no, I understand.
Stay.
Yeah, uh,
Stay.
yeah, that little house in certain areas would be $1 million, which is ridiculous. Let's see. Oh, that looks like a newer mini split. The cage around it doesn't give me a lot of, and on the bars and the windows aren't giving me a lot of warm fuzzies. Let's see. So, 580 square feet. I mean, the price is because of the location. Let's see. Yeah, easy access. Okay, so it's right here. And if we zoom this out, this one, what? Okay, I was like, it looked like it was on Colima Street. That is almost 1035. Well, it's not in the middle of the city, but it's still in the older section. This is kind of why I went to Shamix. I'm going to guess you're going to talk about or referring to your dog that snores. Thankfully, we don't have any that snore, not on a regular basis anyway. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting little houses in San Antonio. Of course, San Antonio is huge. Let's see. Yeah, that one's all boarded up. Yeah, it looks like that's been. Oh no, that looks like a different. What? Is that? Okay, I'm confused. Didn't that look like? Did that look like two different? Okay. That's the problem with looking at some of these. Sometimes you look at them and then like the pictures don't make any sense, or there's not very many pictures, or let's see, investor special. How big is the lot? Still smallish. Let's see. Okay. Another trailer, condo, trailer. Looks like an apartment. Trailer. If you guys want to look at any of these trailers, let me know. But I just like a bunch of trailers. Three bedroom bath, 820, new construction. What? I don't know if I can get Tigger up here. Come here, Tigger. Come here, Tigger. Come here, Tigger. Say hi. I don't know what's going on here. Say hello. Aren't you a good boy? Aren't you a good boy? Yeah, I'm a very good boy. Say, I'm a very good boy. Say, I'm a very good boy. Trying to get him in camera. Oop. Yeah, not really working very well. It's not working very well. No, it's not. Yes, you're very sweet. Yes, you are. You are very sweet. Okay, hop back down. Yeah, that last one looked kind of sketchy. Why are these 48,000? That must be where they start or something, or maybe that's the lot prices. It says newly built based on the Delight plan. And single section with largely. Okay. Anybody have any ideas on this? Oh wait, there it is. There's the. It's a modular. It's basically a trailer without being a trailer. It's modular. Okay. I was like, why is it? That's still surprisingly cheap for a trailer. There must be. Wait a second. Was there lot rent there? Hang on. Or HOA fees or something? No, it doesn't say anything. Comforting bathrooms. Did that say that really? I look back at it. I said comforting bedrooms. Beautiful, comforting bathrooms. Wait, what? Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. All right. Looks like a trailer. One bath. There's a little, yeah, another sketchy area. Wow, that's a trailer. I'm pretty sure. Lake Parkway. Know when I need comfort. Yeah, it's like comforting bathrooms. Like what? Okay, so Westlake Estates. Is that? Oh, I bet you that's like the community center. Yeah, there's the gym. Okay, I was like, is that a trailer? Yeah, and there's little houses. This pool. Yeah, so they're showing you all the other stuff. They show a little bit of the. Okay, okay. Little prefab places. One's on auction. Two beds. Wait, what? Two beds, five baths? Okay. Alright, I think this is the last one we're going to look at here. So I'm going to, when I get done here, I'm going to pin a comment with my um, Google Business link. And so if you guys want to click on that and then um, send me like city, state of some places that you want me to check out next week. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because otherwise, we'll just have to pick some stuff. But it'd be great if you could send me some stuff. They haven't transferred Australia yet. Yes. Or if you want to post it in chat here before we wrap up here in a few minutes. Let's see. I mean, it's a building with lots of new wood and stuff. Not the. I mean, I mean, some people don't take enough pictures. Like, it's like they took too many pictures. I wonder what the actually. Where did the back to listing? Where is the? There we go. Street view. I want to look and see where. Like, what's the neighborhood look like? Next door looks okay. Very blue collar. You got looks like not sure what that is, but it's definitely some kind of a work truck. Yeah, definitely blue collar looking. Nothing. Let's see. I was in Converse and San Antonio both in the 80s briefly. I thought Texas warm, but it can be very cold in Texas, depending on if you're there at the, like basically January, February, and parts of March. Looks like they were in the process of painting that one. Um, it's weird, just this kind of big rectangle. But not a great neighborhood. But I mean, it's for like if you're gonna buy it or rent it out or whatever, that wouldn't be too bad. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Anon. I mean, there's a number of houses where like they run out of money or different things happen and they just stop and sell them and trying to get their money out of it. I mean, it doesn't always work out for them. That's what happens. I know it happens here, and obviously it happens there too. You know, like get going, maybe they don't really know what they're doing, and then they're like, oh, or they screw up. Yeah, that's true too. Um, all right, well, thank you all for hanging out with me for actually ended up being an hour and a half. Um, and I'm gonna put my the link to my Google business page, and you can just click on it and then click on email and shoot me an email, or if you're on Facebook, you can message my I think you can message my page on Facebook or whatever, or you can just leave a comment on this video. That would work too, and just like, hey, I want to look at, I don't know, Seattle, Washington, or something, something like that. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me, and it's been fun. And I will talk to you all next Friday.